Hey everyone, BNSF 9382 here with a weekly update. I just wanted to show you a couple things I've been working on and get some input on my industrial siding here that I've been working on. Right now I'm still waiting on a right-hand turnout to finish this one section. So as we're waiting on that, I'll show you what I've gotten done and show you and talk about some future plans that I've decided to go ahead and do. But anyway, first off, we'll get these trains moving, and then we'll take you a walk around and show you what I've been working on. All right, first up, I got a couple things in the mail the other day. I got a few pieces of flex track and a couple of turnouts that I've installed. And again, I'm still waiting on a couple more turnouts, but and I'll need some more flex track. But as money allows, I'm getting things in. So we'll show you what I've gotten done so far, and again, future plans. So here we go. We'll move this camera around. As you can see, this industrial spur is what I'm calling it, I guess, is temporarily laid in here. As you can see, this is the outer main line, and that same turnout that I had before comes into this siding or runaround. Well, this turnout and this new turnout connects the industrial siding, industrial spur. So it goes all the way down. Again, that's temporarily powered and temporarily laid in place. But anyway, that's kind of what I've been working on. We'll walk you down here real quick. You'll notice turnout here that again, I need another right-hand turnout to connect in here, and then this track will continue down and just dead end down there. So I need at least one more right-hand turnout to complete that. Well, for now, but again, one of the things I wanted to get some input on was currently the way this is set up is there's an entrance here, and there'll be an entrance there where that right-hand turnout is. What I'm kicking around the idea of is adding another entrance, say two right-hand turnouts here, right-hand turnout going into here, and another turnout coming out. So the switcher could go in this direction also on this north end of the line. I don't know if it's worth it to do that, but I think that would add more flexibility as far as switching the industries that I'm going to put back here. So I'm considering putting another crossover here in the center. Let me know what you think about that. Is it overkill, or should there be more options as far as switching out these areas? I think with another crossover in there, I think it would allow a switcher to bypass an industry. If there was a car parked there, he could come around. So I don't know. But anyway, let me know if I should put a, that would be 4 more turnouts, which is, $25 a pop or whatever they are. So that's, that's $100 just in turnouts. But I think for now, we're going to stick with what I have. Again, this main line here, or this siding is temporary. So there, it would be easy to put a turnout in here without having to do too much work. So anyway, I'll take you a walk down here and I'll show you sorry about that, the little corner back here. That building is just temporary. I don't think I'm going to put any switching area back here. It may just be a dead-end track. That corner gets really hard to reach, so I don't know that it'll be practical to hook and unhook cars back in this corner. Again, it's pretty far back there, it's hard to reach. But we'll play around with that as we get along. But I did want to show you a little bit of a closer look at the two new box cars I got. These are 50-footers. I realized as I was setting all this up, I didn't have any box cars. So I ordered and received these two box cars the other day. BNSF and a rail box. Real nice cars, I like them. The yellow one wobbles a little bit. I got to figure out how to tighten that up. But I don't want to strip the screws out on the bottom, trying to over tighten it. So I think I need some washers or something in there to make it ride a little better. But both of those cars are Atlas from the Master line, rolling stock. BNSF. And the rail box. Anyway, I had to get a couple more box cars. Obviously, work on the rolling stock fleet a little bit. But just for temporary purposes, we'll this track is all, obviously it's temporarily tacked down and it's powered, so we can run these cars through here. Again, some of these buildings are, they're not all the same depth from the loading dock in the front to the wall. So you have to do a little bit of spacing on these. But I originally laid out this track, this area back here. I laid it out because this was the first building I had. So I set the distance for the track to be able to fit through that building. Well, all the other buildings are not the same depth. So you have to do a little bit of adjustments on that. And also, like Arthur was saying, if I get into running high cubes, they're not going to fit. So I'm going to have to do some adjusting on these roofs and the clearance through here if you want to run a high cube through them. So I'm going to order a high cube here in the next few days just so I have one that I can use as a test piece. But again, the buildings are just temporarily in place. That's not necessarily where they're going to be located. But again, that's I guess that's my big kind of question is, should I put another turnout in here or just leave it as is? So I guess we won't really know until we actually get enough cars and do some switching and see how difficult it is. But anyway, the other new modification and addition to the layout that I'm going to do is I'm going to add tortoise switch machines back here. I was initially planning to go with ground throws, manual ground throws. but I realize these tracks in the back, I don't want to be reaching over, you know, if I put buildings in the center and structures, I don't want to have to reach over to flip these turnouts manually. So these 1, 2, 3, and then 3 on the other end are going to get tortoise switch machines. Again, I think I'm going to order a 6-pack for now, because it's 6 switches, or a 10-pack, whatever they come in. But as I was kind of looking at cost and supplies I needed for this, I realized I needed a buttload of wire. And I was adding up all the costs and ordering enough, make sure I had enough wire on hand to wire all these. Well, I watched a couple videos. I'm sorry I don't remember the channel's name. If I remember, I'll post it up. But he's building a brand new layout, and he used Cat5 to wire his tortoises. Obviously, Cat5 has 2 or 4 2-pair sets of wire in here. Well, I remembered after watching that video that I got a crap load of Cat5. So my plan is I cut these 2-foot sections, and I've got these all prepared for tortoise switch machines. My vision is take one end, 8 wires, solder them to the tortoise switch machine, take the other end and wire them into a 8-terminal, minimum of 8-terminal barrier strip. The European style seems to be, they're less expensive, and that seems to be what everybody's using. So I made up 6 of these pigtails for now. So once I get my tortoise machines, I can solder these up, and I'll order the barrier strips, and we can get this done that way. When I order the barrier strips, I'm also going to order some toggle switches, which they'll get hooked in. And I don't know if I'm going to do LEDs or how I'm going to do that. I know people are going to suggest using, you know, NMRI or computer programs, and at this point I have no desire to use a computer. I spend enough time on a computer watching YouTube videos. I don't need to control my train with a computer, at least not now. Maybe some point use an iPad or an iPhone, but for now I'm going to do it the standard way of using toggles and maybe LEDs, I don't know yet. But I've only seen a couple of videos of guys that use Cat5. You know, this is 24 gauge wire, solid core wire. Don't see any reason why it won't work. But again, I probably just saved, you know, however much money on wire for all this. So I've got another spool just like this in the back. So we'll use Cat5 to run and wire the tortoise switch machines. But, one other thing I saw, and again, I apologize for not remembering the names, but one of the other guys was doing a video on his layout, and he had commented that on his flex track, he drilled holes and put nails on the outside of the rail. I had never done that before. So I'm going to try that at least on the straighter areas. So those nail heads on the outside of the rail are a lot less obvious. And when you look down the center of the rail, you don't see, on this rail, this outer one, you don't see nail heads sticking up. like you do on this rail with the nail heads in the center. So I'm going to give that a try. These newer pieces of flex track I got, I did not drill the center holes. So we're going to try that with the nails on the outside of the rail, so they're not as obvious. So we'll see how that works out, and once it's ballasted and all those things. So but anyway, just something else I learned the other day from watching videos. But I guess that's about it for now. This is running a little bit longer than I'd wanted. But let me know what you think on the Cat 5 for wiring tortoises. And let me know what you think about adding another crossover into that siding back there. That's spur. But anyway, I guess that's about it for now. Let me know what you think. We'll talk to you later. BNSF 9382 out.